Project 06838 is a major project for the Texas DOT and for the United States and really for the world. It's about connected and automated vehicles and the transformations that they're going to bring to the landscape, whether that's on the crash area of the spectrum or emissions, traveler choices, traffic conditions, congestion, and of course the devices that bring them together and the legal policies that may enable them or encumber them. All these things are very important to the researchers on this topic.
As part of this task, we looked at all the current rules that we could find within the United States on autonomous vehicles. We then also looked at what are current tort rules in terms of liability. We looked at privacy, we looked at security issues, and we looked at certain rules of the road, and then from that created a set of recommendations for TxDOT to start to consider.
Our team was looking at ways to quantify the impacts that automated vehicles will have on congestion and the way that vehicles interact with each other. We took all of these ideas, found ways to model them, and then simulated them on a number of networks in Texas, looking at freeway corridors, arterial corridors, some of the most congested downtown areas, and we just wanted to see what would happen under a number of different scenarios.
I was working on the part of the connected vehicles applications, and my goal is to actually develop some new connected vehicle techniques to do traffic flow sensing. Using these new devices in conjunction with existing endpoints, such as the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi readers that are deployed along roads, would be a very inexpensive way to obtain a statewide traffic monitoring system that would be very accurate.
We also looked at smoothing the driving cycles or the loads on engines by taking a look at real driving profiles that the US EPA and others use to mimic human behaviors, and we smooth them out to allow for a smarter engine control device, which would be an automated vehicle. And simply that smoothing, while still stopping and starting the vehicles, led to emissions reductions of 10 to 20%, depending on the emission species.
So our task in general was highlighting the actual technologies involved with connected vehicle and autonomous vehicle systems, and being able to bring the technologies in a real way to people through hands-on demonstrations.
What's unique about this particular demo is this vehicle is set up with a drive-by-wire system. So what it can do is it can detect you going the wrong way, as well as cut your access to the throttle and apply the brakes. So if you enter the wrong way on an on-ramp, then you wouldn't be able to drive the wrong way on a highway.
This is our road condition monitoring application. The idea is to get an understanding of the user's experience while driving on certain roads. We measure things such as the existence of a pothole or the existence of a rough road by taking IMU and accelerometer measurements. This kind of information might help road maintenance workers to be able to figure out what roads need to be treated, or it could even be overlaid onto somebody's decision when they're making a choice for what route they might take.
When we look at these new technologies, we're looking, hey, what kind of benefit are we going to get? The biggest question is how we're going to get, from the policy standpoint of view, from the infrastructure perspective, how we're going to get prepared for these new technologies, connected automated vehicle technologies. And I think this project just gives us some direction.
This is the time to be planning for making decisions about policy and regulation and infrastructure, so we really can get it right the first time.
We really do need to take these a lot further to make it a lot more specific for Texas and Texas regions, Texas air, and the devices that we're going to depend on and the protocols that we're going to need. In addition, there's all sorts of legal questions that got introduced in phase one, and we really have the momentum that we need now to carry this forward if we start on phase two.